Hello, welcome back to Universal Studios. We're just 7 weeks away from Halloween Horror Nights. It starts on September 1st. It is July 21st, so 7 weeks until we're here for the event. Looking forward to seeing some of the updates today. We have some huge announcements from Universal Studios, not regarding Horror Nights, so let's head into the park, check out what's going on in the back area here at Universal Studios, and check on the progress for Halloween Horror Nights. Before we head down the street to check out some Halloween Horror Nights updates, we're going to check out the Universal Studios store. So right before you get to Minion Mayhem, on the left-hand side is the main store. So everything that you want from the park, as far as what you've seen throughout the day, can typically be found here at the store itself. Sometimes they do have merchandise that's not found here in other places, but for the most part, all the merchandise that you can find here is throughout the parks. But this is a look at their new merch. They've gone through a lot of rebranding, which is interesting because Universal's always kind of fluctuated as far as what their branding looks like. But they've gone now with this blue and yellow, which is definitely more Minion colored. So I don't know if that was the purpose in behind it, but I do like it. I think it looks good. It's not a Loungefly, I don't think. Looks like it's just a regular bag. Yeah, just a mini backpack, similar to the Loungeflies. They have a wallet as well. And it's got the varsity letter on it. So the varsity jackets that you would wear. It's got that theming on it, so these look good. I'm a big fan. It's like a crop top. We do have some of the Universal hats as well, trucker hats. It's got 1912 on the back, so when Universal Studios was actually founded, not the park. It's cool. They have this crossbody. That's good. It's pretty good size too. It's got a zipper. It's got some pockets on the inside. It's be a nice bag to have at the parks. And they've got this gym bag as well. These are really, really nice. Big size bag. It's got pockets everywhere, even on the inside as well. How much they got for these? $52. Oh my. That is nice though. Fanny packs. Koozies. Got hair ties and headbands as well. It's shorts down here. Is that a skirt? Yeah, it's a skirt. It's got the Universal logo on it, that new logo. $37. These are nice. Weather resistant, I would say. Waterproof. Water resistant. $40. And they've got these shorts that have the material of sweatpants. They're pretty thick, so I don't imagine wearing these here, but I mean, I guess they are shorts, so they're pretty nice. $40 and they're really soft. Yeah, it's their varsity jackets. I like this a lot. It's never really cool enough to wear these down here in Florida, but if you're coming from out of town, I can definitely see buying this. $90 for the Letterman jacket. I think if you're going to university, that'd be a lot of fun. Wear these. I go to Universal University. It's kind of like the Monsters U stuff over at Disney. That's a nice Tervis, a travel coffee mug. I don't think it's actually Tervis, it's just Universal. Got a shot glass. Yeah, I really like this merch. I have a dry fit t-shirt, 1912 Universal Studios. It's really nice. It's great fabric, especially for Florida. $33. That's a nice shirt. Very Letterman, varsity, sporty theming in this merchandise. Pom-poms. So very school, university. So if you are going to school, I think it'd be a lot of fun just to collect this stuff. Going to UCF, grab you some merch. The Universal theme. There's a floppy hat with the U on it. I got a tank top too. So they really have some good merch. I like this shirt a lot. I'd wear this shirt. $37. That's a good looking shirt. Oh, it's got that on the back as well. It's a nice shirt, very soft. It's got the little patch that says Universal Studios. VillainCon Minion Blast, I still think is in technical rehearsal. Yeah, I can see the sign. So we can't film anything on the inside. It has signs up. There are some people that have filmed it, so you can find them on YouTube, but not supposed to film it. They don't really want you doing it until it's officially announced as a ride. But we're gonna head down this way and check out some of the updates for Halloween Horror Nights. Before we do that, we're gonna head into this Universal shop because this Universe is like a new brand. It's a clothing brand or a brand that they've kind of gone with higher end merch. So we're gonna go check it out, see if there's any of that stuff or anything new in here as far as that merchandise is concerned. And this is right across the street from Today Cafe is this Universe store. Let's go check it out, see what's in here. Yeah, so they do have some Minion stuff. It's like Minion ducks, like bath duckies. These are cute. I like that shirt. That looks good. Kind of looks like Mario, but Minions. I love this jacket. Illumination Minions, global artist collaboration. It's a nice jacket. I wonder if it's got anything on the back of it here. Oh, it does. We saw this in the tribute store walkthrough that we did for Jurassic Park, but it's a cardigan, a Jurassic Park cardigan.
Isn't allowed.
It's really soft. So different kind of merchandise that you don't normally see throughout the park, or like unique merch, I would call it, in this store here. You can find this stuff throughout the parks, but I think it's very unique clothing in here. Dracula tank top. I haven't seen this one yet. Children of the Night. It's kind of horrifying. Wow, look at this Bride of Frankenstein shirt. That's beautiful. I love me some Universal Monsters. Nothing on the back. See, this is one of those Universal shirts. I thought it was a Roosevelt shirt when I first walked in. It's got tropical plants. It's got the Jurassic Park logo in it. $75. It's like a Hawaiian shirt. I got an ET shirt, long sleeve. And it's part of that Universe line. And Back to the Future shirt.
That's disgusting.
I love this ET one too. Have some Jaws t-shirts as well. Amity Swim Club. Got like this light windbreaker too of Shark Tours. Amity Island Shark Tours. It's like a raincoat. Oh, it's got Jaws on the back. It does have a hood. Whoa, I like this, like a comic strip. That's a lot of fun. Wow. Jaws long sleeve tee. Those swim trunks too. For Jaws. Bite me. Got a lounge fly. We've seen this. It's a good looking bag. It's got a wallet too. Betty Boop's merch. In this whole section back here. So if you're a Betty Boop fan, got some jewelry, some bling, and some different outfits for Betty Boop. If you're a big Betty Boop fan, you can actually meet Betty Boop right outside here. Got some Trolls merch as well. Classic Felix. A lot of Felix stuff. And again, all part of the Universe collection. A little bit of a step up as far as our merch is concerned. I like that. Ooh, I like that polo. Felix. That's a nice polo. Got a cool button down too with Felix on it. Good vibes. That's what the Universe collection is supposed to be. Good vibes. Casper? Halloween Horror Nights? That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Casper the Friendly Ghost at Halloween Horror Nights. Ooh, Fast and Furious shirt. That's a really soft shirt. Richie Rich. So I don't understand. Is this like supposed to be like kind of Minions with Mario mix, or is that actually something from like Rise of Gru? It's the only one I haven't seen, so maybe it is. Oh, look at the Minions hat. It's a universe hat. Oh, I love that. That's a lot of fun. It's very hippie. So yeah, and then they've got Marvel stuff over here. So we're not really going to walk back here because we've seen a lot of that stuff, but that's what this universe store is. A lot of different, unique merchandise. So yeah, right there before you walk into the universe merchandise shop, they've got lighting trusses right here. So that's interesting. Huh. I mean, it's right when you walk in to where the scare zone's going to be in Hollywood Boulevard. Because this will typically start the Halloween Horror Nights scare zone for this little stretch right here through Beverly Hills. It is interesting that it's kind of got that little overhang there. It's almost like they went, oh no, crowd's coming in, we gotta stop building it. Maybe that'll extend all the way over there. Or maybe it'll just be like just some kind of dangly sign, I don't know. That's interesting. So this is where they think the Vamp 69 scare zone will be, based off the speculation map. So we're actually gonna head down this way, see if there's any other, there are some lighting trusses. There's one similar to that one we just saw down the street. So we're gonna head down there and check it out, see if we can see anything. But all the lighting rigs are currently up on the building. I don't think those were on that building last time we were in here. So it's really starting to take shape. 42 days. So you got all the lighting trusses up and all the lighting. So we do only have about 3 weeks left of the Jurassic Park tribute store before it changes over into the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store. So it's going to be a quick turnover for the event in September. Let's head into Five and Dime. I can see the merchandise from here, but see if they have any of the other merchandise for Last of Us or Into the Fog. I don't think they will, but let's check it out, see what they got. I did get my Vecna shirt, so I don't need to purchase that. I thought about the hat, but it doesn't have HHN anywhere on it, so kind of a bummer. But I don't think, yeah, same merchandise that we saw on Sunday when we were out here. So nothing's really changed. So this is a similar truss as to the one at the very beginning of this scare zone. Vamp 69 would be vampires in the 69 era, so I think it's Woodstock, which would be a lot of fun. But Vamp's taking over those different time periods, so I do think these are interesting though. I don't know if I've ever seen a lighting truss like this. Kind of just dangles over. So Mel's Diner is still down. So it will be back for Halloween Horror Nights, I imagine. I can't imagine a Halloween Horror Nights without Mel's Die-In, but yeah, it's still down for refurbishment. Wait a minute. By Cafe La Bamba, there's a Starbucks now? What the heck? Let's just come on in. A makeshift Starbucks back here? I think the one back by like San Francisco's actually closed now for refurbishment, so I think they've just moved it temporarily in here. What the heck? I was just like walking, all of a sudden I saw the Starbucks sign. Just peeks out right here. Interesting, let's go check it out. Yeah, so that little bar is right there, and then the temporary Starbucks is back here. This is interesting. Huh. Well, that's wild. You can get your Starbies back here now. That's right across from the Central Park Crepes stand. It's the new temporary Starbucks. Get your frozen acai. Interesting. So they've got like this lighting rig here. So I don't know if that's going to be a massive sign or what that's going to be, but got some lighting stanchions, some trusses up here as well. But it still has those wires going across the street. And this is supposedly where a jungle themed scare zone is going to be based off of the speculation map. We don't have any confirmation of that yet, but those are new too, the lighting trusses that are up on there. I do love filming these. This is so much fun. Another interesting little rig here. I don't think I've seen one in that shape before. Wow. So it will be interesting because they've got these vines that are going across here. If there's going to be like lights up on it, vines, something swinging down from here. But this scare zone is actually getting the most work, I think. And this is always a real tight scare zone, so It'll be interesting whatever they put back here. So they do have different lighting trusses that are going across. You got the long vines that are going down that way as well. This thing's the most interesting to me though. I wonder if there's going to be somebody like on this thing or whatever this is. It's always fun to kind of use your imagination and kind of guess at what those are. Yeah. It goes all the way back here, these little like lines, these cords that hang down. I could see them putting something on there or like something that kind of like swings down at you, but that'd be interesting to see what this scare zone ends up being. We officially got an announcement from Universal Studios Orlando. Next year, 2024, we're actually going to get a DreamWorks themed land coming to Universal Studios Florida in 2024. Universal Orlando Resort will debut an all-new themed land featuring DreamWorks animations, beloved animated characters. As guests stepped into the new land, their imaginations will run wild as they take in the vibrant colors, sights, and sounds that surround them. They will share special moments with some of their favorite characters like Gabby from Gabby's Dollhouse and explore themed interactive play spaces and attractions that bring popular franchises like Shrek, Trolls, and Kung Fu Panda to life in an imaginatively fun way. So we're getting some DreamWorks back here. And we kind of figured that would be the case. We thought this was like a DreamWorks area to begin with. You had Shrek's meet and greet and stuff back here. The Trolls actually met back here. But actually on the walls that kind of go across this way into the land, you actually have the DreamWorks characters. So many people thought, and they were right, we actually have some structure that's gone vertical up over this wall right here, back by the Woody the Woodpecker roller coaster, sorry. But yeah, I think there's an interesting mix of characters that could be coming into this land. It'd be really interesting to kind of see what they kind of incorporate back here. A lot of Trolls, I think a lot of Shrek, a really popular mix of characters in different movies as well. So I'm excited. What are your thoughts? DreamWorks coming to Universal Studios Orlando. Which ones are you most excited for? Which rides do you hope to see? Could we see maybe a Shrek ride? That'd be kind of fun. They went up quick too. We were just out here Sunday and you couldn't see any of this. So all this steel work came in over the last, I guess, couple of days. So I don't know. It's really big though. It's back here by E.T.'s Adventure. E.T.'s is staying, but these new DreamWorks areas, I don't know what that's gonna be. It'd be kind of fun if they do like Shrek's house. It's like a meet and greet area. Heading into Springfield in this lighting truss that it did not have lights up on it last time we were here on Sunday, does now have lights. So something's going to be here. A lot of people think this is where Megan is going to come in as a scare zone, which would be really interesting. A lot of wandering Megans through this area. It's really tight right here though, so I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm interested. This is usually not here, so guess we'll find out. So we got an announcement that DreamWorks is coming, the land. We have Epic Universe coming in 2025. DreamWorks is coming in 2024. So lots of expansion, lots of additions to Universal Studios. I know a lot of people are wondering what's going to go in beside Poseidon Fury. So like we talked about before when we were here over the summer, like earlier in the summer, we talked a lot about like the progression of Universal Studios and how it's competing against Disney. With Epic Universe coming and all the things they're adding there, I think it's going to be massively competitive against Disney, and it's going to draw a lot of people here to the actual resort itself. It'll be really interesting to see what they do as far as the rest of the park is concerned. So I don't know. I'm really interested. Guess I'll keep you guys updated because I think we got a lot of exciting news coming as far as Universal Studios is concerned. So usually 2 entrances to 2 different houses are back here. Maybe just 1 house this year because of all the construction. I did see one thing though. There's a lighting truss now up on the bathroom. And I don't think that's ever been there. So I'll have to go back and look, but I think that's a new lighting truss though. That would make sense. This would kind of be that area where some of the entrances, this entrance here for one of the houses that kind of goes back the way in and around. And then this entrance here, that goes way back down here and back behind this building. And then there's usually another house entrance back here by Men in Black. And I'll show you where that is. See if we have any updates over there, but that lighting truss is very interesting. You can see one of the tents back there. That's pretty fun because the queue line goes back there. And then another thing that I noticed, you become very hyper aware of things. And I don't know if this lighting has been here before. There's a light right there. It looks temporary too. So I think that's definitely a new light. It's interesting because typically this will be one of the entrances into the house. This was Bugs last year. Bugs Eaten Alive. But that light being there, that's interesting to me. I don't think that was there before. So I was standing over there the other day, but that's typically the entrance into a house. And then back here will be one of these shows. I think it's Nightmare Fuel again this year. But there are some new lighting trusses up there in the rafters. So Definitely getting it prepped for Halloween Horror Nights. There's a lighting truss with some lights up here as well now. And this was not here on Sunday when we came by. So, and this pathway leads back in towards where London is. And then right across the street from where Fear Factor Live was. So that's interesting. I think those lights were up there before, but they've got lights there and then lights in behind these trees. So it's just going to be the entrance into that show. So I think that's normal. That's pretty standard. But another thing I noticed, there's a lighting truss that sticks up over this bathroom right here. So in where, I think this was where the, what was it? Good Guys box was last year with Chucky. The photo opportunity, not actually Chucky. They have a lighting truss up here. A lot of people are wondering if Chucky will actually make an appearance this year, kind of out where the scare zones are because of his house bang, but maybe this will be a good spot for it. They had it right there. Chucky making fun of passerbys right here. But this is where usually the food booths are, so that might be why that lighting truss is there. And one of the reasons why we're coming back into here to Harry Potter, because for the first time, Harry Potter's actually going to have Death Eaters for Halloween Horror Nights. So I don't think they're going to roam out this far. Maybe they will. But I guess it would make sense because there are some things over here that we'll kind of look at, different props, and that might be why that lighting truss is there and why that one's down there, because it kind of leads back in here into where the Death Eaters are going to be for the very first time. Yeah, so where the jacket potatoes usually are sold, they actually have some new props just sitting out here. And with the Death Eaters roaming, it'll be interesting to see if there's any other good characters roaming around as well for Harry Potter. We're actually gonna head back here because they've got some props up, and these are the first like real props for Halloween Horror Nights this year. It's back here in Diagon Alley, so it'd be really cool to come back here and meet some Death Eaters. Kind of freaky too, but I love this reveal. So pretty. All right, so Gringotts is right down this way, straight ahead down this pathway. We're gonna take a right back here because this is where some of the Death Eaters props are now for Halloween Horror Nights. And right when you turn this corner where Wizard Wheezy's is, this is where some of the Death Eaters are going to be standing. And they've taken over Diagon Alley. So supposedly there's some dark marks in and around Diagon Alley today, so we're gonna be on the lookout for them. See where there might be some Death Eaters hanging out here in a month and a half or so. So in the Hollywood Halloween Horror Nights, they actually had Death Eaters last year, and you see a lot of like them cursing and putting incantations on people, kind of like a dance that they do. But I guarantee you there'll be some Death Eaters hanging out here, ready to shock some people out. Turn this corner back here. And this is right across the way from where you get the butterbeer back here in Diagon Alley. Well, I found it. I walked right by it. It's right here on the wall. So we're gonna go over and check it out. Weasley's Wizard Wheezes is where it's located. It's by the doors here. This is actually the dark mark. So back here by Lombard's, they're gonna have that bar again. And I'll keep mentioning it, but they do have little lighting rigs now. So tons of little things for that little bar area back there. I'm so excited. I love that little place. But we're headed back here by Supercharged, the Fast and Furious ride, and there are some new lights up on these lighting rigs. That's a new lighting truss there. There's some lights up there on that building and on that building. So this is where we really start to see a ramp up into Halloween Horror Nights, because we're only about a month, a little bit over a month away now from the event, 42 nights. So they've got to put this together pretty darn fast. So over the next coming weeks, we're going to be out here a lot because it goes very quickly when they start to put all the props out. So most of July will be spent. Oh, there's one of those weird lighting rigs again, kind of like that little bent one. And then a smaller lighting truss back here. And this is supposedly where a Krampus scare zone is going to be. Not confirmed yet, but that is what is on the current speculation map. So they do have like a baby lighting truss right here. And this is right in front of Fast and Furious Supercharged. You can see the Chucky tent on the other side of that little shed right there. But I'm thinking it's a Chucky tent. That's not confirmed. I'm just guessing that's what that is, because that's where Black Phone and them were last year. I'm just assuming that it's going to be that size for Chucky. So that's where one of the Halloween Horror Nights tents is, and then this is one of the queue lines that they'll use for Fast and Furious Supercharged. So we saw where the temporary location is for the Starbucks. The permanent location is typically here, right before you head back into the New York area and out of the San Francisco area. But right now, they're currently refurbing it. We're gonna kind of film down this way because last time we were here, there was like a big dance party down here, so we didn't really get to talk down here, but they do have some lights up on these buildings because this is the biggest scare zone. It's the one on the speculation map that currently has zodiac signs, so not really sure what it means. Nobody can really guess at what it means. But that being said, there are some massive structures down here. Some people are starting to think because of this huge stage, because of Vamp being one of the rumored scare zones, Vamp 69, that this is actually where that's going to be. A lot of people love the vampire scare zone, so they think, you know what, let's put it in the biggest scare zone. And there's a huge stage down here, so that's why people are thinking that's what it's going to be. I'm interested. I don't really know. There's not really much out yet as far as props to really get an idea, but once that starts to get closer, we start to get more announcements because they'll put stuff out and you go, oh, well, that's clearly going to be this or clearly going to be that. Should be in the next couple of weeks, to be honest with you. That's how quickly this all takes place. They'll usually do food booths down this little stretch right here. It is pretty cleaned out right now, so wouldn't shock me to start to see some of the food booths start to pop up as well. One of my favorite days of Halloween Horror Nights preparation is coming out here. When they put the food booths out, they actually take the menus out and put them up, and you come out here and you can see what's going to be on the menus when they announce the menus for Halloween Horror Nights. So this is one of the stages that has been built, and this was not here on Sunday. There was somebody out here like working on the ground on Sunday when we were out here, but now they've just got this huge structure, big stage with a lot of lighting over there and another stand up there. So I don't know what it's going to be, but it's a massive stage. That's exciting stuff here. And this is in the New York area. Right when you walk into the New York Scare Zone is the stage, and then whatever's going to be up there. I would kill to see Dr. Oddfellow here on the stage with his oddities. And then there are rumors that Jack the Clown's going to be back. That'd be cool if he was up there talking to Dr. Oddfellow. So not too much as far as updates on this main drag right here, which is supposed to be Dr. Oddfellow's Oddities, which is the carnival themed. It's rumored to be there on the speculation map. Not confirmed yet, but that's where it's supposed to be. And I don't see any lights up on the buildings here yet, so should be pretty interesting because they did just open VillainCon, so I wondered how much work they'd really start to put in front of their new ride until it's absolutely necessary. So it will be interesting. Will VillainCon 1 be open during the actual event itself? I'm assuming it will be, but like, it's kind of a weird spot. I don't know. I think Minion Mayhem was open, so I think VillainCon might be, but I guess we'll find out. VillainCon's only a 20-minute wait. That's not bad at all. If that's a normal wait time, this is definitely worth it. 20 minutes for it? Wow. This little sign will never get old. Look at little minions. Just partying. They're so cute. So that's going to do it for us at Universal Studios Orlando. It was a quick trip out here. I just wanted to see some of the updates as far as Halloween Horror Nights were concerned. Death Theater's coming to Diagon Alley for Halloween Horror Nights 32. Really excited about that. I was a huge Harry Potter fan growing up, so I can't wait to go back there. It was usually a safe zone to kind of go back and tuck back in there if you didn't like scares. Death Theaters aren't really that freaky, so it wouldn't be that bad to kind of dip back there, do some of the rides, get some of the food back there, and just kind of hang out if you want to get away from the Halloween Horror Nights stuff. But we also got a huge announcement from Universal Studios Orlando, which is DreamWorks Land, coming in 2024. That's really exciting because Epic Universe opens in 2025. So lots of new additions to Universal Studios Orlando. It's going to be a massive competitor for all of the theme parks. Really excited about what Universal's doing. I think we come out here quite often now. So really excited about all the announcements, all the updates, and Halloween Horror Nights is just 42 days away, 6 weeks away. So 6 weeks from today, actually. So we'll be here for that event. Really excited about Stranger Things, The Last of Us. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to coming back out here and updating you once there's new props out here, which will be pretty frequently over the next couple of weeks. So come along with us. Enjoy, I guess, the ramp up to the event. Thanks for watching this video. We hope to see you guys in the next video, and we hope to see you guys at the park.